back to my basics. Welcome back, it's Saadiq. And although it's not late night, it's a late night talk 6, and it's named Back to My Basics. You know why? Because I lost myself on this little path. You know, it's been a long journey since my last video. My last video was I think it was in my dad's, which meant that it was still summer. And, you know, I started my sophomore year back in school with a bunch of different things that I'm doing that's popping up, and I'm like trying to figure out, and you know that leads into like my first thing. So I got public L's to address, right? Because I got too many things that shows an outlook that I'm doing great, right? In social media, and you know, to ground myself, I'm gonna speak about some L's I got going on, and I'm gonna speak about it to y'all. So my first one, by the way, look at my book. Yeah, my advisor gave me this, a little notebook. I've been writing about all my creative ideas in here. Hopefully nobody steals it, and now all my shit is going. But you know, I got L's to address. First one, I overestimated my time management, work, and stress, right? So I added so much to my plate this year because I felt like I haven't really pushed myself heavy that I could, right? Like I was involved last year, but I wasn't seeing myself like I saw my other peers, where they were like always heavy and their books, or always heavy in like involvement or something like that. And I realized it's probably because of like my major and stuff like that. Like I'm in a lot of like philosophy classes, so it's not as like exam test heavy, so I don't always have to be studying with flashcards. But I just felt like I had a lot of time on my hands. So this year I chose 30 things to do and to stick to, but I didn't realize how much discipline and how much time each one takes, and in addition to me working. So like, you know, it's okay. You know, like I'm on the board for BSU at my college. I'm on the board for GQ, which is Gentlemen of Quality, Black Student Union, and I work for the program that funds my tuition. Again, so there's a lot of things that I'm doing, and all these different positions hold different time slots, and it's like, you know, I always got balanced out with my school life, and you know, I'm figuring it out together, but it just causing a lot of stress that I usually don't have. You know, I usually don't stress about like my time management stuff. I'm usually pretty good, or maybe I just didn't have enough on my plate yet. So, but now I'm figuring it out, and you know, I'm working through it. You know, I had to turn some other stuff down, which is kind of sad, and I needed the bread low key, but I just don't have the time for it, and I realized I gotta just start sectioning off different things for different times and different semesters. Second L to address, I allowed myself to feed into my desires, right? So now I was home a couple of weeks ago after that video was filmed and released. You know, my dad was talking to me after like a long talk for like a good couple of hours, and he was just talking to me about like my ego, right? And you know, I get a lot of that from him, and a lot of that from, you know, different things, and it's something that we're both kind of conscious of, and like I'm always trying to work on. But I realized that the stuff that I was doing initially starting off, which I'm gonna get to, initially starting off like last semester, which is very organic, started becoming a little bit more inorganic and less about for like the benefit of me learning and expanding my network and learning those different positions of leadership. A little bit more came into like recognition and clout and, you know, bullshit. You see what I'm saying? And like, that's not me. That's truly not me. And like, I pride myself on that not being me, but I felt myself like, I feel myself losing a little bit at times. And like, that's like this last like 2 weeks of me trying to hone in on myself and get back to like my creative side and like just who I know myself to be. You know, like lately I've been questioning it a lot, and it's not even in my cards to question. You know, that's not usually me, and I'm realizing that I've been losing that a lot. So, and that would be kind of crunching up to like woman and recognition and clout, I guess. Like me like getting my head wrapped around all that bullshit, and then that would lead into losing self-control, right? So like, usually I'm able to set aside the discipline and like section off these different times and days for myself and days that I need by myself. And then lately I've been feeling like I don't know, like I can't be alone, which is not normal for me. And that wasn't normal since like quarantine. I always spent time alone, and like I learned how to be alone, and I learned how to like be comfortable in that. And then ever since then I've been cool, but I guess just last year maybe, like that's when I started feeling it, and I didn't really feel it until I started being alone more. I'm like, yo, I'm craving to text this next person to link up and stuff like that, and it's just like, damn, like where did this go wrong, you know? But I've been working on it, like yesterday, today. I've been just taking time for myself, and usually when I'm taking time for myself, it's the best time I can think for the future, you know. And like lately, last like month, basically at college, I've been questioning my decisioning of like moving somewhat maybe from business to like media and switching from there. And I've been questioning that like thought. And I truly think that I've been questioning that thought because of security. And like the security is usually in my mind of like, yo, I'm gonna make this shit happen regardless. I'm gonna bootstrap it, right? And lately it's just I've been losing kind of that light at the tunnel of like, nah, I got faith and hope through this, that like I'm gonna get myself through it. And I've been losing it because I haven't been tapping in with the stuff that I've been attaching myself to, like this video stuff and the stuff that my creation and stuff like that, the stuff that I pride myself on. And I've been losing that because I don't have time alone. I can't think about the next idea because I'm always doped up on you know, friends, and doped up on recognition, and doped up on just bullshit. And of course it's like there's time and a place for all of that, but I was just overindulging myself in that. And now I'm trying to get back to the basics, and that's the point of this video. So, a couple of things. I realized that I have an intense personality, and with that intense personality, that when I feed on, I'm gonna read what I wrote down. I realize I have an intense personality, always passionately jumping onto the next thing and sometimes the next person. And it's a lustful nature. So like me jumping on to this next passion and forgetting about the last one. I've been realizing this has been a thing since I was a kid, and my dad's always been talking to me about it, about like me getting into these fads and like jumping on it and then like loving it for a good like 6 months until it's done. And that's what I'm tired of doing, bro. I truly don't know if that's just how it is or if I actually truly love something, right? Until you do it for so long and you realize like, damn, you know, I actually love this, you know? So that's what me sticking to this video shit is doing. Like, I'm sticking to it so I know that I love it, and I know that like I want to continue doing this and whatnot. But I realized that even the stuff that I used to like, I don't really like anymore. Like computer science, I came into school thinking that I came in to high school thinking that I was gonna do computer science because I just thought it was cool. Didn't like it. It was a fad. You know, business too, the stock market shit. I'm not saying that like me learning these skills is cool, but I thought that shit was gonna be the end all be all. That was gonna be my career. I was gonna trade options. I was gonna trade stocks as a retail investor, and that's how it was gonna be. But it didn't turn out to be like that. It was a fad, you know. And I'm just hoping that this media shit is not that, you know. And I'm not going to let it be that, because I'm going to try to stick to this discipline. I'm not going to try. I'm going to do this discipline and make sure that I'm sticking to the schedule and the ideas that I want, because I'm tired of having ideas and not implementing them or not putting them into fruition. And that lustful nature, I hate what it does to my mind, to be honest. Like, it just makes me feel like I got to jump on to the next thing. And like it might even be like the next person, or like filling a void that's just there that I need to fill by myself, but I'm filling it inorganically with people and or fads. And I'm ready to be more open and inspired, you know, and stop feeding those desires. That rhyme, but you know, y'all know I'm a secret, you know, bar for bar, I can do all. Nah, but you know, I'm inspired by everything, and I want to be more open to their ideas and implementing that in my life. You know, and I just love the feeling of being inspired by little instances, anything, people, movies, interviews. It's just I'm a young man that likes to be inspired. It's just more of like putting that into motion. Putting everything into motion and getting back to the basics. And that's been my late night talk. It was short and sweet, and it was short and sweet because it's holding myself accountable. You know, I need to get a video out, and I'm just telling you what's on my mind, what's been in my journal, and I got something in the works. I just conceptualized the whole idea for like another short film type of thing, and I'm not gonna reveal too much because, you know, it's up to me to get it out to y'all so y'all can see it. I love y'all. It's been Saadiq. Look out for the next video. It's coming soon and whatnot. And, you know, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share my shit. I love y'all. It's been Saadiq.